Hi, welcome back again to Rushlight Central here. Cigar box banjos for the masses. And people have been asking me where did I get the name Rushlight from? Well, a rush light was the first form of internal lighting used by early folks, and it was simply a dried rush, which is a wetlands plant. They're the round ones. Rushes are round, edges have sedges. You could tell I'm a former biology geek. Um, and they dried them and they dipped them in melted animal fat, tallow, and then they keep a whole passel of them there. And there's all kinds of ways that they were held too, metal as well as wooden things. But they give off a lot of light, actually. Actually, even more light than a candle. They just didn't last as long as a candle. And so candles were made of beeswax, and mostly the only people that could afford to have beeswax candles were the church or the gentry. They were kind of the more well-to-do folks. So it was the common person's form of internal lighting, and so that's where I got the name of my banjos, my cigar box instruments, because I consider my instruments the common man's instrument. So this is banjo number 3. Again, I'll get back to you with banjo number 2 when I borrow it back. This one's got, again, a solid wood box. It's actually, it looks to me like it's probably mahogany. It's got dovetail joints on it, very nice, and it's kind of milled out pretty nicely. And then it's got a nice thin wooden top. It still has the label on it, which I do use shellac on them, on the labels and on the boxes. It's a faster alcohol-based type of a finish on it. On the necks, I finish them with Danish oil. Danish oil is just real easy to use. It's not really temperature or moisture critical, whatever you use it in. So this box, besides having the very nice box and top and back, it was given to me by my brother. The neck on this is Pennsylvania cherry, and the fingerboard is a nice tropical hardwood that came from scraps from a cabinet shop. So you can see the very lovely baby grain on that. And on all my instruments, I scoop out the neck where it joins the body, like an old-timey banjo neck. This way you can get a good dig in with your pick without hitting the wood of the fretboard. And also you could do claw hammer frailing type stuff on it. The neck goes through the body, as all my construction does. Strings rise up through here, and they come in through the back there. Just typical ball end guitar strings. 3 strings plus the drone string. And I do usually carve the heels of mine just because it's fun for me and it makes it kind of, a little classier looking. I kind of, get some ideas from some things that are done on some nicer furniture and stuff. So there you go. And like I said, that's a cherry neck. I try also, not all the time, but up here at the top where the scarf joint is, I leave some extra wood in there so it's thicker there at that angle. But then I carve a little tadpole motif, because if you might have noticed, this is from our band's website, which is Vernal Pool. Vernal Pool is the home of all amphibians. Look it up. Vernal pools are very important. Maybe we'll get back to a little of that later. But I'll give you a sense of the sound of this. So this got to me, a very nice tone. nicest tone is when you strum it over the scoop. But it's got a pretty nice tone here. It's just brighter. So I'll give you a sense of it. Again, kind of more of a strumming type thing first. It's good for singing because they're like 1 and 2 finger chords. So if you were a kind of bluegrassy person with a G, C, and D kind of a feel to it, it's open with a G, but if you add the D note, it makes it a truer G. Then C could be, sorry. So C could be simple 2 fingers, or 3. D is here, E minor here. So like circle be unbroken. Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. Simple strumming, singing, very easy, very fun. Because it's it's fretted diatonically, you really can't play a bad note unless it's out of tune. But anywhere, any place you put a finger, it's going to be harmonically pleasant. Again, you could frail them. Angelina Baker. I'm not a true frailer, but it's worth letting you see what it sounds like. I really do like the tone of this box. Everything came together very nicely on this instrument, and I'm very pleased with it. I wouldn't mind keeping it, but it is available. You could pick them like a banjo. I put this little, it's a drawer pull, I'm not going to lie to you, as a kind of a hand rest here for when you're picking. If you're going to do a kind of a bluegrassy banjo thing, so that's banjo number 3. Banjo number 3, 4, 5, 4. I mean, hey, if I still have it, you can have it. You can custom order them. My base price is about $150, give or take. If I get kind of fancy on it, heel carvings and such, it depends on how fancy you want to get. If you want to go upgrade the tuners on it, you could. But basically, it is still a cigar box. But I try to make them sound as best as I can. I enjoy the work, and I'm glad to share them with other music lovers. Okay, well, thank you for your time, and I'll put some other stuff out and keep making them. And as I make them, I'll put them up on the site, and you can contact me through the band's website, and the band I play in is called Vernal Pool. The website is vernalpoolband.com. There's another kind of a heavy metal band with the same name, so don't go to that one. They're in Europe. I think they're defunct, but things stay forever on the internet. So yeah, so you could find out about the band there. You could see videos there. You could see some of my other creations. I'm also a Kachina carver. My mom's Hopi, so it's part of our heritage to do that. And see you next time. Thank you for your time.